Hello! I've decided it's time to customize my next Blythe doll. She's been waiting a couple of years now. Here are the Blythes I already have. First, I was given this Simply Delight Blythe, bought for me by my mum from the Japanese store Junie Moon. She's my only 100% genuine Blythe. Secondly, my Mandy Cotton Candy. I bought her for myself in 2017 from AliExpress. I've only trimmed her hair, but I customised her face and eyes. Third, shortly after buying Mandy, I bought this one as a blank canvas, a factory Blythe. I completely rerouted her hair, customised her face and eyes too. I have some ideas sketched and painted in my sketchbook. Here you can see my checklist, another sketch, and the bits and bobs from previous customs. Here's my fourth Blythe. She's wearing my Simply Delights dress, but she has no hair or eye chips yet. I've got my Mandy Cotton Candy eye chips, and the chips from the factory Blythe. These are some I already made from blanks, as well as 2 more blank pairs, and some leftover printed out irises. I also have a cord for the second eye mechanism and a leftover spring. Here's my plan. I'll take apart the head, sand, sculpt and paint the face, customise some eye chips, tilt the gaze upwards and add a second pull cord to control the eyelids. I'll reassemble her, and I want to keep her bald head, but make wigs for her instead. I will plan some clothes and make them, and some shoes too. I won't get very far this week, so do keep an eye out for future videos on her progress. Let's start by dismantling the head. Please excuse the background noise as the 3D printer is running at the moment, so you might be able to hear some whirring and clinking in the background. I wanted to show first of all that I'd also just received this week the parts that I was waiting for making leather boots, well, for making eyelets, tiny eyelets for the leather boots. So you can see here, absolutely tiny eyelets, works really well. Now we're going to take apart the head of the Blythe. I haven't done anything with this Blythe yet. She's really only been used to model clothes so far when I've been pattern making. So first of all, I'm going to put some tape over my screwdrivers so I don't make any scratches in the head if I need to use it to pry the head apart. And if I remember rightly, we start with the screws on the back. I don't like to put the face directly onto anything that might scratch it, so I'm just going to put some fabric here for the head to rest on, especially once you've put some time into the face up. You don't want to put the head directly onto anything scratchy in case it ruins your paintwork. So I'll start at the top and keep these in order. Two. And 3. Okay. Now then, should we see the scalp? Yeah, the scalp lifts right out, and as I said before, I think I'm going to leave her bald and make wigs for her. So you have the internal scalp here. Okay, now separating the 2 halves, we look to see if there's a space we can get in. Start with the small one. a bit looser. Oh, here we go. Okay, widen it once we manage to get a little purchase there, and you can see there is a clip. You should be able to push in on the ears to unhinge these parts. Whoop, and there we go. Loosened from the neck, so you can see the jointed body neck here. Put you aside. Now then, if I remember right, you have to take the spring off. Some nice strong tweezers. And we unhook, loosen the spring. Okay. Now the internal scalp has another screw. You can see right at the back there, which we can just get into. Okay, oh, where are we? There. So that's a different type of screw. And then it's possible to lift the internal scalp away. Now I want to remove this spring. I'll just use the tweezers to open it out wide enough to unhook. Keep everything safe together. Then we have our T-bar, which we will be altering. Keep these together. Okay. Next, I'm going to remove the cord from the inside. We'll keep that safe. And the next part is to gently pull open, pulling outwards, the faceplate in order to remove the rest of the eye mechanism. Now this part scares me every time. I'm always scared I'm going to crack it. Push like this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, so using this to lever it helps a little bit. I'll remember that for the future. We have our removed eye mechanism. And you can see the direction that the eyes travel in. And there we have it, completely disassembled. And now I will be able to sand and begin to carve the faceplate on its own without fear of damaging the rest of the doll. I haven't really got a plan for carving the mouth and nose yet, but I will start by gently sanding the face generally, and then I'm going to use a combination of rotary tool and scalpel and sanding to create some wider lips. In the next video I will show you how I get on and some of the reference material that I'll be using to sculpt from, because it's not something I've done very much of, so I'll be looking at some other people's work to get some inspiration. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. I'll probably alternate the Blythe videos in with some other general craft or art videos, but it won't be long until you see my next Blythe video. So I'll see you then. Thank you very much and take care. Bye.